Aunt May goes on her first date with Edwin Jervis, Iron Man's butler. But after losing Ben for several years, May still remembers him every day, and Jervis understands her emotions and he knows what Ben means to her. But while they are talking, Aunt May is shocked as he sees her long-dead husband, Benjamin Parker, is staring at her through the window. So does Marvel actually resurrect Uncle Ben? Let's find out in today's video. Welcome to Comicstube YouTube channel. Today we are going to review Chapter 8 of Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. So if you guys are new here, please subscribe and turn on all the notifications to never miss any future uploads. Please like, comment and share. All the text and images are owned by its respected company. You can support them by purchasing it digitally or from any offline stores. The issue opens up with Peter Parker walking in the street. Peter is thinking about the current situation. He doesn't know how much he can keep up. His double life covered up. He wants to talk with his uncle and aunt that he is the famous, the amazing Spider-Man who is a celebrity. And he believes his uncle and aunt will take this positively as money talks. And by his inner monologue, it reveals that Peter is a self-centered, arrogant boy. And it is before the time when he learned with great power comes great responsibility. But Peter's world is about to change forever. He finds his home is surrounded by some police cars. Something has happened. Peter bursts into the room and there he sees Uncle Ben. There are tears in his eyes and he reveals Aunt May is dead. And it seems that it is an alternate reality where in this world Aunt May died instead of Uncle Ben. He tells Peter May was going downstairs and something startled her and she lost her balance. So Ben becomes widower and he has to take care of Peter by his own. So the main difference between this reality and the mainstream universe is that May's death was an accident and Peter never learns the moral lessons that shapes his life as a superhero. But now Uncle Ben is facing a major problem. He has no money and he doesn't know how he is going to pay the bills. So Peter assures him not to worry about money. They will have enough, so paying bills won't be a problem. And it surprises Ben. So Peter tells him they are going to go into business together and it will be a show business. And Peter feels he can trust Ben with his secret. So as they arrive home, Peter reveals his identity as the celebrity Spider-Man and he makes Ben his new agent. His work will be turn his checks into cashes and in return he can take 10% and with that he can pay the bills with plenty left over. But Ben is worried for Peter as he doesn't behave like himself, and as time passes, Peter becomes more and more distanced from his uncle. He is thinking about money and fame. He doesn't even care about his fan mails. He doesn't care about his roots. In short, Peter has turned into an egoistic maniac that J. Jonah Jameson always talks about. And in anger, Peter breaks the table that Uncle Ben and Aunt May bought together. But instead of saying sorry, Peter tells Ben he will buy him a new one just like it. But Ben tells Peter even if he buy a new one, but in their hearts they know it is different. And Peter has had enough. He is tired of living in this old house. He is tired of his uncle's lectures. He angrily asks Ben what is wrong with him, why he always acts like he is letting him down. So Ben tells his son that he doesn't think Peter let him down, but he thinks Peter has left himself down. He tries to convince him that with these amazing powers, he could help people, not just entertain them. But none of his words reach into Peter's ears. So he goes upstairs, packs his things, and he tells Ben he has contacted a talent agency and from now on, they will take care of him. Before leaving the house, he promises to continue sending Ben his percentage. But Ben is worried about Peter's qualification and his college. So Peter tells him he will get around it. There is plenty of time. And he also tells him he loved Aunt May and he always will. But it's been 2 years. He has to move on. So has Uncle Ben. This is the best for both of them. And he leaves Uncle Ben alone in that house. It's been days. Peter left his home and it seems he doesn't remember his uncle. He contacts every agencies, every people who are in touch with Peter. But it seems Peter doesn't want to talk with his uncle and his promises to send Ben his percentage were just a hollow words and Ben knew it. Peter doesn't receive any of his calls and as the weeks turn into months, the nearest Ben gets to his nephew is sitting in the audience watching one of Peter's movies. So after watching the Spider-Man 4, Ben is on his way to his home. He is thinking about Peter and wishes May would be so proud to see her son as a movie star. And he also got a birthday card from Peter, and Ben knows some assistant sent it out as it was addressed to Lane Parker. But while thinking about his life, Ben arrives home. But there he makes a terrible discovery. His house has been destroyed completely. There is nothing left. A passing patrol car tells Ben that this house was burned down months ago, and one officer tells him that Ben Parker has been dead for years, which shocks Ben. He can't understand what they are talking, so to confirm it, Ben visits the graveyard, and there he doesn't find the grave of his wife. Instead, he finds his own. He becomes confused. He questions himself. Where is his life? Where is Peter? But then he hears a voice. A figure on a Batwing glider shows up in front of Ben. Ben thought he is in hell, so the demon assures him he is not, and it claims to be the ghost of Spider-Man's past, present and future. So it asks Ben if he is ready to see his wife and his nephew. So Ben agrees, and the demon takes him to find Peter. On the other side, Peter Parker, in his Iron Spider suit, is talking to Jarvis over the phone, and Jarvis is telling Peter of May's vision of her husband, Ben Parker, and both Jarvis and Peter are thinking that it might be a trap. So after handling the thief, Peter goes looking for Uncle Ben. Both Aunt May and Jarvis are still at the restaurant. May is in shock. Jarvis tries to convince her that it could be a Skrull, Chameleon or any other villains. Let the heroes handle this matter. But May is determined to solve this by her own. She has to find Ben. So Peter arrives outside the restaurant, and there he finds Ben, and he realizes this imposter is a perfect copy of his uncle. So he confronts him, demands Ben who he is. But when Ben calls Peter by his name, Spidey quickly realizes something is odd, and he is alerted by his spider sense. He quickly grabs Ben and saves him from the explosion of a pumpkin bomb. And the attacker is that same demon that Ben met in the graveyard, and it reveals as a hunter of Spider-Man who has found many across the years. And this is the Hobgoblin of year 2211. And with this, the chapter 8 of Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man comes to a close. So which part you like the most? Please share them on the comment section down below. And please like this video and do subscribe, as this will motivate me to make more contents. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone stay safe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.